Meet Larissa. She is a self represented litigant who recently filed a divorce case at the Placer County Superior Court. This is likely her first interaction with the court, and she is in unfamiliar territory as she prepares for her first hearing. Upon arrival in the courtroom, Larissa finds herself in the audience, in a daunting position and feeling unaware of what to expect. Although she's probably seen courtroom dramas on television, she does not have the familiarity staff have of the courtroom rules and procedures. The courtroom is like a stage and relies on court personnel to show control and provide structure in the courtroom. She may not know it yet, but in many ways, she has entered a theater. Everyone has a role to play. This is to her benefit because the theatrical nature of a hearing or trial can give her a sense of her own role in the process. While it may sound frivolous, it can be helpful for court staff to remember where they fit into this play and understand that their part is an element of a bigger production underway for the benefit of litigants like Larissa. Including the bailiff, these rules are the court reporter. Although the court reporter primarily interacts with other court personnel and the judicial officer, they work in the public view. By maintaining and relaying accurate records of critical events in the courtroom, they contribute to building public trust in the proceeding and that there will be a record of exactly what occurred. The interpreter. Speaking the language of the court is already foreign to a self represented litigant like Larissa. Having the proceeding conducted in a language not their own can be even more confusing. Having an interpreter can go a long way in reducing confusion and help the litigant feel heard and trust the fairness of the process. Court clerks entering the courtroom. A court clerk entering the courtroom may only be on stage for a few moments, picking up paperwork or delivering a file, but being disruptive or giving the appearance of disorganization would have a negative impact on the overall integrity of the proceeding. The courtroom clerk. A courtroom clerk that ensures a courtroom runs efficiently and effectively should always strive to convey the values of impartiality, equity, and fairness that bring integrity to the court's work. A professional clerk understands and adheres to the high standard of ethical behavior as defined in the Code of Ethics for the Court Employees of California, which applies to all court personnel in the courtroom. Whether it be taking roll, maintaining the minutes, muting and unmuting remote parties, or researching an item for the judicial officer, a litigant who observes all of this done in a professional manner is reassured of the dedication given to the proceeding. And lastly, the judicial officer. By the time the judicial officer arrives, the stage has been set. All of the elements described so far combine to create an atmosphere of calm, trust, competency, courtesy, dignity, and respect. The judicial officer's position is given weight and authority by virtue of the underpinnings of the procedure and the protocols used. After participating in the proceeding and observing the actions of court personnel, Larissa and other litigants like her can have confidence in the outcome of the proceeding and the judicial officer's ruling and can feel prepared for future matters. What the public thinks about California courts matters. Perceptions of the courts are forged through a mixture of information, ranging from personal experience to the latest episode of Law and Order. Respect for the law depends upon public confidence in the integrity of the justice system. Compliance with court orders is influenced by the sense of fairness people have about how courts render decisions. When moving from backstage, the hallway, to onstage, the courtroom, it's important to remember how our behavior and actions impact how the public thinks about our court.